Hello, YouTube. If you're watching this on the video or on demand, I am currently streaming, and we're episode 3 now. I'm just setting up some things. So again, will I edit? I don't know. We'll see. Dude, when did I make you? Okay, come on, screen. There you go. And this is ridiculous. It's on under entertainment. I do not know how to do this. Gaming. I need to figure on goddamn restream every time. I change it up, and even on restream, it doesn't let me change the game anymore. And then YouTube is just a whole other thing. Here you go. Yeah, YouTube is a whole other thing. I go to it. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna stream. Oh no, you're not. You're gonna be streaming what you streamed 6 months ago. Ridiculous. I, I really don't know how to set this up. I guess you could say. Let me duplicate the tab for this and just Jesus, that's loud. Um, yeah. I'm actually gonna have to watch that. Okay, this sucks. Okay, cool. Obviously, I'm gonna stream very short. So and do wanna? Yes, I do. There's no load game. Alright. Yeah, Total Games. Oh man, I was very tempted to get this, like the remastered version, but my god, I have to go through everything again, which I probably will still end up doing. It's basically $50 for like 3 games. And this is and there's no disc version for it either, so it sucks. I wonder how loud this is though. Cause I know I'm pretty loud. Oh well. Dude, come on. There you go. It's not I'm not goodness.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no! No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights.
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Oh, okay. Or a threat.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really. Really? Because
You lied! Why are you lying?
We're not lying! Someone snuck up on us and knocked us out! How do you think we wound up on the floor like that?
Okay. What else can you tell me?
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Okay, thank
Rule
you.
number
Appreciate
2,
it.
timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
When you judge different parts of a suspect story, you get different responses. The right interruption. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. Elizabeth, accuse them of lying. This will make them confess they were knocked out. Okay, which. Huh. Oh, something is right, and that's because every person that you will be able to. Okay. So when you're different parts of society, you get different roles, the right charge, the right blah blah blah.
Yep,
Okay.
I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting. No siree, Bob.
Can we go now?
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
For once, I will help you break another. Remember to interrupt at the right time to get the info. That's gonna be very annoying because you do not see that. The guy after getting, I'm gonna try not to read this out loud. Shoot it myself, so if there's someone actually watching this on my YouTube channel.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
I just realized he took off like his whole jacket and shirt and stuff.
General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, Ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Ape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Since Skunk Ape's imprisonment, I've been re-evaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape of a certain age.
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy, and you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
I like how the pet store is open 24 hours and he's just throwing up a sign in the middle of
Frankie the
night.
Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city.
Oh shit. I'm surprised that fits there. Oh shit.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and Hey, man, no need to pull out the heavy metal. I'm talking, see? So, like I was saying, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk Ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach, with the jellyfish on the water skis. Anyways, so I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is gonna spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
And don't you forget it.
So now what?
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisniks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some
Shit,
other mook.
I'm missing out
space
the
ape
dialogue.
carrying a brain.
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from...
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. I don't know no more.
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
Damn, alright.
It's like I was telling you. I was giving directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in
There you go.
circles.
Directions were.
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
It's not Jack, it's Max.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh.
Oh! Ah!
Yeah, you kind of missed out. Oh shit.
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an
Ultra super colored what now?
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's words
Hey,
a
don't-
battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying
I don't
a
think so.
brain in a jar.
Let's
So,
pick.
where was I? Oh, yes. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the... Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. Shall I continue?
Let's hear your sad little story.
Yeah, I
again
wasn't paying
from the
attention.
top.
Very well.
I wish I could run.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats.
Museum district.
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamt of
La,
visiting
la,
your
la,
city's
la,
famous
la, la,
museum
la, la,
district
la.
with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my schul books. Any Flugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an Ödeler Spokenfreundle affair. But I like... People in this country are so intense!
So I have to go back to the red, apparently.
The
Nah,
tourist
yeah.
seemed like just another
He's an
victim
imposter.
circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Just to see. Alright, so we go back to Frankie the Rat, apparently.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was
Eleka?
giving directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnachs and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
But the...
I hadn't seen anything that weird since...
You lying, dirty rat!
No, really, it was a space ape and some dweeb in a goofy hat. Anyway, so I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our
Well,
heads
he
down
was like
until
on the
fight moved
floor
to the
laying
street.
down or something.
And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No.
You lie.
Hey, Sam, I never lie about my cowardice. I'm really proud of it. So now what?
Okay, I messed up somewhere.
One more time.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in so.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I
No,
ain't saying
not your
nothing
space
till
ape.
I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given merengue rights. There ought to be a law or something.
Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. I did. He kind of here.
Talk!
Are you deaf or something? I ain't talking without a lawyer, and you can't make me. I'm pleading the fifth, maybe even the sixth.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all
Shit.
high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks. When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I picked their pockets.
Oh
The
shit.
tourist was loaded with high exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes. After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frankie.
I used to skedaddle before the weight of the sin and debauchery.
Yeah, the world's a dark and miserable place. I get it.
Okay.
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Bigoton. Where was I? In the dark alley, right? Oh, you just realized it's Turkey. Yeah, Cindy's in the chat, Turkey. Fun, son.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about.
You lie.
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an Öl de la Spokenfreundle affair.
Liar!
Nein, it really was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg, but more like a kleine Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the
That's
crime,
a homie
carrying
Austin.
nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this...
Don't
No,
play
you-
innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington.
Oh shit.
Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals.
Finally, a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to.
Hey, what's up? It's like my dog over here trying to.
Crimetron, do your stuff.
Oh shit!
What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Oh yeah, he's like very
Chewed
angry
over
here.
Frankie's story like a stale piece of turkey jerky. Something about his description of the fight was confusing me. I'm back.
He's like, oh shit!
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone.
Wait, is he carrying a brainless Maxwell? Yeah, he is.
Across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk Copy's
Oh, I missed my
imprisonment,
chance because
I've
of my
been
dog on me.
reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature job.
Yeah, kind of. Yes and no.
It's true.
He's also the
I've
president
abandoned
of the
a
United
life of
States.
violence and conquest for an honest,
The rabbit.
peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Things happen.
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Oh, right.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the.
Yeah, the rabbit is the
You
president
lie. There
of
is
the
no
United
rat.
States.
Excuse me. Have you seen this city? There's rats everywhere.
No, the gorilla's not. No, the white rabbit.
Skunk
The
Ape?
psycho
I
white
already
rabbit
told
is the
you.
rat.
I don't know.
Is the
I haven't
president.
seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone.
There, I need. This is where I needed to
Never
be.
forget his final terrified howl.
Dude,
Lying.
No, I'm
Son.
not. I haven't seen the general, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned
I think they're
violence
gold.
for a career as a-
all right.
Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You
Oh,
are
okay.
aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny
Looks
earth
like
bullets,
Ryan.
right?
Oh,
He
yeah,
kissed
I
your
forgot.
fate.
Where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this.
I need to get him to talk.
You trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny earth bullets, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Okay,
Where's Skunk Ape?
I gotta
already
somehow
told
convince
you.
him.
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone.
Yeah, the gorillas you see right now, they're
Never
space
forget his
gorillas.
final terrified.
Unjustly. Don't make me chortle. When you get right down to it, we all deserve to get tossed into the penal zone. You, me, the guy who delivers your deep dish pizzas, all of us, bubbling over with sin and corruption and...
Is there a point to this, or are you just trying to get me depressed?
Sorry, just thinking out loud. Where were we?
As I was saying, since
Oh, I
Skunkapi's
gotta make him.
imprisonment,
That's
I've
supposed
been
to be appeared on the
reevaluating
dog.
my life
Yeah.
choices.
Hey, 5 o'clock.
Abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature job. Moist.
Okay.
Could you stop waving around your ineffectual earth weapon? It's very distracting.
I can't help it. I'm a dog on the edge.
As I was saying, enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of...
Rats? The whole world's full of rats. All of them clawing each other's eyes out to get off this sinking ship called life.
That's quite disturbing and sad. Please stop.
I won't stop until I get the guy who did this to my little buddy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he ever really uses it on anyone. So
We're
I
skunking.
need
I already
him
told you.
to talk
I
to me.
don't know.
He
I
knows
haven't
where he
seen
is.
General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in
I-
the penal zone.
Okay,
I'll never
so I
forget
did
his
that.
final
Okay, so
terrifying
maybe if I
howl.
threaten.
Could you stop waving around your ineffectual earth weapon? It's very distracting.
I can't help it. I'm a dog on the edge.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, though.
Hurry it up.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat.
Okay, every.
The rat. He certainly seems plugged into the.
Okay, maybe that
Could you
one.
stop waving around your ineffectual
Compliment
earth
his
weapon?
warbird.
It's very distracting.
I can't help it. I'm a dog on the edge.
As I was saying,
Ah, okay. So how am I supposed to?
But we're Skunk Ape.
I already told you. I don't know. I haven't seen.
Stop
General
waving your
Skunk
pistol in his
Copy
face.
since You unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the general, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very full.
Reevaluating your life choices? What does that even mean?
Skunk Copy's defeat made me take a really hard look at myself. Honestly, is there anything more pathetic than a middle-aged space gorilla waving his blaster around the galaxy like some kind of teenager?
How about a dead partner?
The only way to break the cycle was to just walk away. Now I have a wonderful job as a sign spinner and a girlfriend in the village, and I don't even have to shoot anyone.
How nice for you.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and...
Rat? What rat?
Okay.
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Vinny and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Okay, I need him to. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that.
Hey, don't you want to know about our baby iguana seal?
There's only one rat. That's the issue. So, because I'm reading a guide. I'm not lying. I'm reading a guide. I'm reading a guide. So I did like the German guy, whatever. I have to go back to the monkey and just basically have him. I have to interrogate him to tell me like the truth. So all it says is accuse him of lying.
I'm back. Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you
You're hitting it,
unjustly
I got it.
imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional...
You're lying!
Okay.
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy...
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature...
Then what?
But enough about me. You should... Yes, the rat.
You lie! There is no rat!
Excuse me. Have you seen this city? There's rats.
Oh, hold up. I think I got it. Okay.
Where's Skunk Ape?
I already told you. I don't know. I'll never forget his.
Okay,
kind tail.
obviously he's lying.
No,
Go on.
as I was saying, since Skunk, I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner.
Okay, hurry up.
Next.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Seems plugged into the ins and outs of this glorious.
Ah!
Okay, that's new.
Something Frankie said about the tourist was sticking in my craw like a spoonful of peanut butter, chunky style.
Okay, let's
I
go.
wasn't going back there. Not for all the bums on Broadway. The tourist would have to find his own way back to Europe.
Oh, okay, so it's like there's no point in going back. Okay, let's go to the rat, see what he could tell me. See, he's just laying there.
Frankie, what do you know?
Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, you ask me, the schmuck deserved it, acting all high and mighty and European.
What happened next?
When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store to push, schlub.
So that dirty
Not this
sign
part.
spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frank.
So, it was that part.
You're
I needed to hear that part. So then I could force the gorilla to be like, oh, it's all your line. So now I could say it. Because the rat confirmed that that gorilla was there and I forgot about it. So you were right, Turkey.
I'm back. Now
For like the
where's
fifth
Skunk Ape?
time, I think.
I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
so
General
I
Skunk
needed a
Ape
rat to
since
tell me that
you
he was there
unjustly
too.
imprisoned him in the penal zone.
So now it should work.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hit from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian.
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped.
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yeah, he's a detective.
Surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing. That pitiful pop gun will
Okay.
never make me give up the rhinoplasty, Earth Dog.
Give me that toy.
Okay.
No! I need it to get
Oh,
back in General
so
Skunkape's good
on the
graces.
first episode, it
Once
showed
I
that's like a
return
little
this artifact to the General,
plastic
he'll forgive
thing
my
that if you
temporary
rub it on
abandonment of his
a
goals and
picture,
welcome me back to his crew with open
you become
arms.
that.
Oh, how I've come to miss standing at.
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever
Okay, yeah, his
again.
teeth are yellow. Yeah, like he became the plant, yeah.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade.
Oh shit.
Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Poor Carol.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance.
Oh god. It is. It was a very long day also. I do like how back in the day though,
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper.
when this really
Plus
started
tax and
coming out
applicable service fees.
for Telltale Games, they will release one episode and like a few months later the next episode. Oh, that's where it looks like they are. Oh yeah, this is gonna be very annoying. Can I run? Okay.
Yield to my superior technological might, Necromancer!
Blow it out your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunk Ape.
Oh shit, he's still alive.
Paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old.
120?
Toy box. And is that?
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
Sam, the interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam?
You-
Great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to
shit.
unleash Yogg-Sothoth and
I like how you
take
could
over the
hear
world?
him.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. Ah, it was way more fun when they were fighting.
Jesus. Oh, I could sell. Okay.
increasing field radius. Yes.
My power is growing. Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Okay.
Hey you, Fez guy! What is it? Pretty grubby joint you got here. It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind. Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally. Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
Okay. So I'm reading this, like, I probably gotta
All this
switch
talking
back
with
to
my
this guy.
brain is making me tired. Let's talk later. These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
It sounds like they stopped and they're probably outside. And it's the German Shepherd who has the toy. Like I knocked out the other guy. Oh, never mind, he's back.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato.
So it's
If
a
not
roach
up and moving in
guard?
the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
Shit. Yeah, but it's a big roach. Okay. Saying go to the entrance.
I'd better find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator.
Wait, am I stuck for...
Earth Dog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Stonkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Oh,
Ahila de Stonkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
I guess I'm Tyrone. No, only the rabbit, and that's if it gives me the option. Free to go. Are you fucking? Oh damn! So apparently I'm supposed to hear all of this, 12 audio tracks for a trophy.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum
I
display.
knew I missed something.
I should tape one of these for our office.
Okay, I'm supposed to. Okay. I'm supposed to. Okay, stop. I'm supposed to use the damn headset, but. Okay, there you go. Never mind.
That won't work.
Well, I'm trying to use it with you, but apparently you're not gonna want to use it. Okay, I need to look this up because. Oh. What? Okay. Uh-huh. Hold up, so if I do...
Nope, don't think so.
Oh, it's over here. Wait, what?
Nah.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the Dark Dimension.
Yeah. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
Wait, is that how I'm supposed the audio share?
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth.
Okay.
He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
Was there something... Okay. So apparently I'm just supposed to go around these things. Or not.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth.
Is it like only certain things though? Okay, so this is an audio thing.
To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this audio
Whoa,
thing.
I did not see that coming.
I think that's gone. Alright.
fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. That won't work. No, don't think so.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how to use this, and I'll probably just come back to it, because apparently there is 12 of this.
I better reunite. No, don't think so.
Yeah, see,
Hey, it's a Moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
yeah, I'm looking at the trophy guy. It doesn't say anything.
Nah.
Okay,
It
maybe.
says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it. That won't work. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make a new save profile. I'll figure it out later. Okay, because I don't want to get confused. So we're gonna save the game twice. Okay. Alright, so where were we left off at? Okay, it's saying to go here. Some. There you find. Oh, okay.
This decorative urn contains the preserved brain of the forgotten pharaoh, an obscure and unknown pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Little is known of this pharaoh's brief reign, aside from a few unflattering sculptures and a smattering of bad poems. The anonymous pharaoh's reign came to a sudden end when a band of rebels succeeded in fomenting a populist uprising. Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
I think I have to find these things. No, I think it's just this.
I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap.
But I have to find like 12 of them before giving it to like some other guy.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style.
Yeah, because things like this don't work.
Mighty and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now. Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here. The seven-sided pyramid of Hikaba was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
Okay. Didn't know that was an exit, apparently. Oh, oh. Yes, I think like each location probably has like one or two. So technically I did 3? No, I did 4.
No, don't think so.
Ah.
Ooh, that Pharaoh's brain sure is wriggly. Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest. But where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Oh, okay. That works, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm reading. Got to go to the right. Oh, who is this?
Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful
That looks like one of the balloons my magicians would create with inflated sheep's bladders.
You really know how to kill a conversation, Your Majesty.
Okay.
A brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
Okay, so
The Arrow of Power. But where's the Disc of Madness? Or the Orb of Unending Bounciness?
We haven't found him yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous Essence Thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
okay, hold up. I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. What? Okay, that's a glitch right there.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Okay. Okay, this is weird. I have to go back here. So apparently I gotta do this again. Huh, okay. Okay, what happened? Oh, I just... Okay, so I activate it. And then...
The curious communication devices in this museum look fascinating.
Oh. So basically, this is all I have to do, is just do this. That's it. That's it. I have to do it 3 different places. Okay.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Okay. Oh. I'm probably gonna have to pause this for a while. I don't want to. Yes, I'm gonna go mute for a bit. Probably won't be moved.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
Good night, Turkey. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Violent?
Multisyllabic.
You call this a museum? In my kingdom, tedious knickknacks like this would be burned to keep our outhouses warm.
Alright, let's see if this works in here. Yeah, this is all I have to do. Okay. I didn't do it in all of them, I think. I think I probably did. It worked. I'll take it. Double, upper floor, ground floor, and the office. Okay. I like how it's still lag. Do how old it is. Alright, then we just get this last trophy. Okay. Eight. Uh-oh. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Oh, never mind. Oh, so it just takes me to the upper floor. Okay, cool, perfect. I didn't know where that was. And then the last one. To the info desk, I guess. Yep, there you go. Drop a dime. Okay, so back to the story. So we have to go back into the office, which I didn't know. Okay, so we do this. Toy Plasty. I wonder what those things are. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's telling me to transform here.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Oh yeah, it's walking around.
Sal shouldn't stand in one place all night. A little tour around the museum would keep his metathorax from cramping.
Oops. They meant to do that. So we gotta go back to the ground floor, which is, I guess, the info desk. This is the minion. This is Saul, yes.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a hat.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm over here. Okay. Oh, okay. So at the same time I'm doing that. Okay, for the last visible. I don't get it. Do I transform to it?
How droll, a talking skull. I'm sure that will be useful.
Okay, go back to the. Oh, okay. That is a little annoying. We have to go back here for some reason. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that whole thing. On the pyramid, not on the model pyramid near this things, but on the poster found on the wall.
I wouldn't mind another flyabout.
Okay, cool. So instead of this, because it will become the whole model, I have to use that.
My new form reminds me of my summer pyramid on the shores of Bar El Zaraf.
And it'll come in handy in the unlikely event that we need a seven-sided die to defeat Skunkade.
Ha! Use the not the go back to the blimp picture and use it on and use the toy on it. Now go to the right part of the ground floor and arrive at the oh, dude, that is ridiculous. Okay, so apparently, yeah, we go over here. Like I just still smack him around. Use the toy on the blimp. Again. Oh, okay.
That minion by the door is almost weird enough to look like a museum exhibit. Almost.
So apparently now we come down here. Go over here. Okay. Now go to the oh shit. Okay. Now I see why they okay.
I hope there's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion.
So once they're over this. So wait, do I shoot? Okay, it says I shoot the guy. Or shoot the balloon. I literally have to wait for this.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason. Oh, the subhumanity.
Oh.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh.
Who is making all that inferno racket? Yog-Sothoth! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Scuncape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yog-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really? Ahila! Yes, sir? Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry? No, sir. I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
Oh, okay, well, because I'm doing the trophy guide. It's good, I guess. So apparently now we go back to the office again. The game, the story's pretty good, but because I'm doing the trophies at the same time, it's kind of like a little, I guess, more weird, you could say. Because apparently this takes 4 hours to complete, like just one episode. Okay, so now we go back to the front. Oh, by the way, the remastered version really does look nice. I was watching a YouTube video on this at work. I guess transform to it.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
The nerve of that gorilla shooting at royalty.
Use audio guide.
This is too easy. I'm rather enjoying this. That's enough playtime for now.
What? Use the audio guide to call for help. I did mess up. Okay, let's try it out. Because I messed up regardless.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyra.
I'm curious.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Shit.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
The underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
That's messed up. Oh, I'm probably gonna redo this part again off stream.
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining.
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
I like how that's worse.
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea.
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played them for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
It is so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
By Hammer of Patar, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis, reality itself will kneel before Samonmak!
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
Okay.
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar.
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Simon Mack is handsome. Simon Mack is cute.
When we think of Simon Mack, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah, just get me out of here. I gotta find my body.
Okay, so this is the next ad. The next act. Well, unfortunately it's getting late, and I actually do have to head out. I will try to stream again tomorrow. Or at least try to do, 1 or 2 hour streams. Depending on the time. But thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. It does help me out, and with all the talking here, I think it goes straight into the comments. If not, when this uploads or if I upload it differently, appreciate if you guys comment on that too. But I'm gonna hit the hay. Cindy, thank you. Appreciate it for stopping by. Rolly, if you're lurking, thank you. Who else was here? There's someone else. Let me see. Okay, I forgot your actual name. I know it said we love to play, but I forgot your name. Alright, bye. Have a good night.